everyone, so today I am doing an updated fake tan kind of routine video, but I took it a step further this time and I also showed you what I like to do for like a special occasion, events and stuff like that, where I want my tan to look as perfect as possible. I want my limbs to look all glowing and beautiful. Limbs is such a weird word. I actually forgot to film the intro, so this tan here is second day tan today. I'm kind of washed out though because my exposure is too high, so I'm still very bronzed and glowing. Of course, like this tan here, which is the one I use in the video, lasts me about a week usually, especially when I moisturize. It can last even longer. Like moisturizing every night is so important. After the color guard to the fake tan is rinsed off, that's when I like to start moisturizing, and I usually just moisturize before bed with the moisturizer I show you in this video. So yeah, this is what I use. I also have another fake tan routine, I'll link it down below, using this product. There might be a few more tips and tricks in that video as well, so if you still feel a little bit lost after this video, check out the last video I did because I really went into depth on how I apply the actual tan. And then to reach a really beautiful glowing complexion on my body, I use this new bronze Shimmer Luminous cream, and this is what I actually wore at my meetup in Melbourne recently, and it came out so beautiful in photos. I really liked it. So I show you how I apply this. There are 3 shades. There's like a medium shade for light to medium skin, there's dark for medium to dark skin, and then ultra dark, which is the one I used to get a really deep tan, and this is for maximum intensity. You can use this alone as well. If you're not a big fake tanner and you just want a really light glow, this product is perfect. I've used it without any fake tan on before and it worked really well. I actually used the dark shade, which is technically too dark for my natural skin tone, but it still worked really well. And this product here basically kind of highlights your body and it just makes everything look so good. It really brings out all of your muscle tone and just looks flattering in general. You know how usually, like, well, not everyone, but I did sometimes, like I'd put a little bit of highlighter and bronzer on my chest. Like this is like bronzer and highlighter all in one, and I was a little bit nervous at first that it would be too shimmery, but it actually dries through a really nice satin kind of finish. It's not too shimmery or chunky at all. It just gives you a really luminous kind of glow. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I use all of these products today and how I prep my skin, and a whole lot of tips and tricks which I hope are new to most of you guys. Just a few tips I've kind of picked up over my years of fake tanning, and I don't really hear many other people talking about them, so hopefully they help you guys out. And one more thing, this mousse here, as I said, lasts about a week, and that's just on myself, like it kind of varies from person to person. And then this product here, you put it on and then it washes off. So if you have a shower that night or the next morning or whatever, you just have to use soapy water to get it off. So this one here is more your like semi-permanent addition to your tanning routine, and then this here is just like a really nice booster for special events and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how I use it in this video. So here are most of the products I'm going to be using today. A razor, also an exfoliating glove, this is a Lovington one, a body scrub of your choice, I like to use a really oily one, and then a body butter or moisturizer of your choice. A really nice nourishing one is the best, and then of course your Lovington or your tanning product. I use the ultra dark mousse most of the time. This one's like one of my favorite ones of all time. I also love the 2 Hour Express, and then you want an applicator mitt. This new one is the bomb. Like it is literally the best mitt I've ever used. It's by Lovington and it's the Deluxe one. It's new, it's so luxurious and puffy and fluffy and thick and just so nice to use. Like it's so good. I don't know how else to put it. It's the best. And then I keep mine in the box, by the way, just to keep the dust off of it while I'm storing it. And then my favorite special occasion product, the bronze Shimmer Luminous cream by Lovington, and today I'm going to use the ultra dark. Here are the 3 shades lined up next to each other just so you can see, you know, what they all look like, and I'm also going to swatch each one. So there's a medium, a dark, and then of course the ultra dark, which is the one I'm going to use today. Here are the 3 colors as well, and I'm going to smooth them out a little bit, but of course they're going to be a lot more sheer when you've actually blended them out. So it is cold and miserable. It's winter here in New Zealand right now, and if you're anything like me, your legs might look a little something like this. Nice and hairy. Delicious. I know it's kind of weird for me to show you, but hey, body hair is totally natural, right? But that does not mean I want it there when I want a nice glowing tan. So if you want to, just remove your hair first. And I like to do this the day before I tan. I also recommend, if you are shaving, to use a fresh razor head, and this is just because it'll ensure that hopefully you won't get any razor burn or ingrown hairs or anything like that, because that's the last thing you want when you are going for a beautiful glowing fake tan. So basically just get in the shower, shave your legs, do whatever you're doing. And I like to wait a day between shaving my legs and fake tanning, just because the little like pore where the hair comes out has a chance to shut a bit. Otherwise you can get those little dots all over your legs, and the fake tan can sometimes kind of sink into those dots, so it's better just to wait a day or so in between. And yeah, I shave my feet. Is that weird? I don't know. Also, when it comes to your knees, I recommend just kind of sticking your knee out slightly, like bend your knee slightly to shave over that area, because otherwise if you stand up straight, I find it's so much easier to cut yourself. Just kind of bend a little bit and it makes it so much easier. Next up, I like to exfoliate using a sugar scrub, and you can just skip this step if you want and use just the exfoliating glove, but I use that tomorrow. I'll show you how. But I like to do this just to get rid of any dead skin off the surface of my legs and body. Some people like to exfoliate before shaving. It's really up to you. I don't really notice much difference personally, to be honest. Also, make sure you really focus that scrub on dry areas like your knees and ankles. But yeah, I like these really oily ones like this one I'm using today, because it leaves a layer on your skin, which is really nice and hydrating and moisturizing. And I really like to make sure I get as much moisture into my skin today before I tan tomorrow. So now it's time for moisturizing. I like to moisturize as soon as I get out of the shower, and then again that night before bed. And I'm using a body butter, which is just super thick and moisturizing and nourishing, and this is just going to help smooth our skin, make sure that our skin is the best base possible for the fake tan tomorrow. So this is the dress I'm planning on wearing. It's actually a place, so it's from paganmarie.com. They also stock Lovington, by the way, and I love how it looks with my fair skin, but I feel like I will love it even more with a nice deep fake tan. So for the day before you fake tan, I recommend wearing really baggy clothing, and the reason for this is so that it doesn't crease your skin. You know how sometimes when you wear tight skinny jeans and clothes like that and it leaves a seam like mark on your body? You don't want that, because the fake tan can kind of settle into those lines the next day if you still have them there. So wearing a nice comfy loose outfit just helps to prevent that. Now the day of tanning, I want you guys to shower off before you tan, but I want you to forget about the body wash, and I want you to forget about deodorant. The reason I say don't worry about deodorant is because it can make the tan go on funny under your arms, and the reason I say no body wash is because a lot of body wash contains oils and things like this, and that can basically make your tan not stick properly to your skin, and it means that your tan may not develop as dark as possible. So I know it sounds gross, but you should be fine. I just wash like the super necessary areas of my body, under my arms, feet, etc, etc, but my arms and legs and everything, I just skip the body wash altogether today. So in the shower, just wash your arms and legs and chest and everywhere where you're going to be fake tanning down with water, just hot water, and I like to use the Lovington Mitt just to exfoliate once again really gently all of the dry areas of my body before I fake tan, just making sure there's no crusty skin anywhere or anything like that, even though we should be fine because we moisturized loads last night. And then once you are out of the shower, skip the moisturizer for today, apart from if you want to put a little bit on your knees and elbows and places like that, and you just want to go straight in with your fake tan and tanning mitt. My other fake tan video goes into greater detail, but just to save time today, I'm going to rush over it. So here's my legs. If you couldn't tell, this is how they look before the fake tan. So I've just got my mitt, I've shaken up my tan, and I'm going to put a couple of pumps of the tan on the mitt and just massage that onto my clean, dry, non-moisturized, non-body washed skin. Now when it comes to your feet, I recommend just waiting until your mitt feels completely dry, as if there's no tan left on it, and then go over your foot. And don't forget in between your toes, which sounds weird, but honestly sometimes I forget, and then it makes my feet look really obviously fake tanned. So this is how my leg looks after one coat. I like to do 2 coats, but first I'm going to do the other leg just to give the coat a little bit of time to dry in between. And you can see that there's a bronzer on this, so you can kind of see where you've applied the fake tan, and you can get out all the streaks and everything, and just make sure you've covered all of your legs so you don't wake up the next day with a big blob of pale skin peeking through where you've missed a spot. And then same thing again on my foot, just waiting until the mitt feels like there's nothing on it, and same with my elbows, knees, any other really dry areas that really grip onto the tan. I just wait until I feel like there's nothing on my mitt, but trust me, there is, because it still does tan, it just doesn't look as intense and dark. And then this is optional, now I'm just going in with a second layer of the fake tan, and I like to kind of pat it on. It just helps it blend a little bit easier and gets out all of the lines. I just like a really super dark tan, so I'm doing 2 layers. And now I'm just holding up my super pale arm, hand, wrist area so you can see the difference already. This is just the bronzer color. This will rinse off, but it gives you an indication on the color and everything anyway. So you can, you know, walk outside the house looking like this and you don't look too crazy. It still looks nice and bronzed and pretty. And then I essentially do the exact same thing on the rest of my body. Arms, chest, just whatever parts of my body that's going to be seen by the public that I want to be nice and bronzed. Check out that before and after. That's just one coat, by the way. And then when it comes to my face, I do the exact same thing that I do with my feet, knees, and hands. Like I just wait until the glove feels dry and then I just rub it all over my face. And this is completely fine for your face. It doesn't really make me break out or anything like that. I don't do this all the time because I exfoliate my skin and wash my skin so much so it doesn't last as long on my face, and I wear makeup most of the time, but if you don't wear makeup that often, it's a really good option. And then once again, you want to get your trendy on and get on your favorite baggy outfit. I just basically wore like pajama style clothing, and then you just want to chill. Don't do anything exciting. Don't do anything that's going to make you sweat because you don't want to sweat off your tan. Just be very tame. Have a tame day, guys. Save the excitement for tomorrow. Right, so day of the event or special occasion or whatever day you want your tan to look super perfect on. I'm just rinsing off the tan, and you can kind of see that the color guard is rinsing off. That's completely normal. Your skin will be nice and tanned underneath, and you can see I kind of screwed up. I forgot and I started wearing pajamas at night, and then see how it creased on my ankles? That's what happens. So don't do a Shannon, don't do what I did. But I will show you how I kind of fixed those mistakes, because everyone makes mistakes. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of tan on a dry spot. It's nothing to do with what kind of tan you use. It happens no matter what kind of tan you're using. It's just skin. Dry skin just grabs it. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to fix it. I like to take my exfoliating glove one more time and really gently rub over any of those areas which really grabbed onto the tan. And you don't have to rub hard, just really nice and gently, and that'll help to fade it. Now you can see the beautiful bronzed glow to my skin. It's got a really nice tan, and you can of course stop here if you like, but as I said, I'm going to go one step further, so make sure you've got your glove ready. I'm using the Lovington Bronze Shimmer Luminous Cream, as I've said multiple times, the ultra dark color, which is the darkest one in the range, because I want my tan as deep and glowing as possible. So just put some straight on your mitt like so, and then I basically just rub it onto my skin kind of like a moisturizer. And I like to use the mitt because it's super soft and it blends it out really flawlessly with no streaks or anything. If I use my hands, I just find it a lot harder to blend out, and it obviously goes all over my hands, so using a mitt is so much easier. Also, by the way, this product is buildable. Like, it's really pigmented on its own, and you can layer it up if you want a really dark or more shimmery kind of finish. Like if you want to really highlight more areas of your body, you can just add another layer. It's nice and buildable. Also, it dries really fast. Like, I wasn't sure about it. It said it was quick drying, but seriously, after trying it out, it really is. Like, I put it on and a couple of minutes later it was completely dry and I could get dressed. And side note, here's like a little before and after on my legs of just the ultra dark mousse by Lovington versus the ultra dark mousse with the Lovington bronze shimmer product on top. And by the way, the reason I didn't bother moisturizing before putting this on is because it does feel really nice and moisturizing alone. It does have a hydrating aloe vera base to it, and it's also enriched with coffee and pomegranate extracts as well. I just overall really like this product. It's so easy to use, it's hard to screw up. I just love it. So that's basically like the final step to my special occasion tanning routine. You just want to put it on your body wherever you're going to be seen. I don't bother putting this everywhere. I literally just apply it to wherever I need to for that day. But for this video, I did show you it on a lot more body surface area just so you could see the difference, because the play suit I'm wearing only really shows my chest and legs, but YOLO. BT dubs, I have a makeup tutorial coming soon for this look. Oh my gosh, I love being fake tanned, so bronzed. So just to finish off, here are a few before and afters. I hope this video helped you guys out. I tried to edit the footage so that they're the same kind of like lighting situations and everything, but yeah, pretty impressive before and after. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye! Not so fast. If you want to watch some more of my videos, I'll put the links to these ones down below, or if you're on a computer, you can click the screen now. The video on the left is a bloopers. It was my 1000th video and I really like it, so I hope you guys like it too. The video on the right is a eyebrow routine video for like super on fleek eyebrows. I hope you guys like them.